The bed was messy, as if someone had left in a hurry. A glass of water sat half full on the nightstand. Everything screamed that my father had been there recently. Carol must have followed me, because within an hour she showed up at the house, shouting my name. When I came downstairs, she looked pale and furious. "You shouldn't be here," she snapped. I asked her why she lied about the funeral, and her eyes flickered with fear before she masked it with anger. She said the hospital had taken care of everything, that the cremation was done, and that I needed to let go. But I wasn't buying it anymore. I told her I was going to the hospital myself. She tried to stop me, grabbing my arm, but I pushed past her. At the hospital, the staff looked confused when I gave them my father's name. There was no record of his death. The nurse said he had been discharged a week earlier. I couldn't breathe. Discharged. I demanded to know who signed him out, but the nurse said it was his wife. That meant Carol. Why would she discharge him and then fake his death? I returned to her house that night, but she was gone. The lights were off, the car missing, and all traces of her seemed to vanish. Over the next few days, I tried to contact the police, but without proof of a crime, there wasn't much they could do. I called hospitals, shelters, even private clinics, no sign of my father. Each passing day felt like a nightmare stretching endlessly. A week later, I got a call at 2 a.m. from Carol. Her voice trembled so hard I could barely understand her. She kept saying, he's back, over and over. I tried to calm her down, asking what she meant, but she hung up. I called back, no answer. The next morning, I went to her house again. The front door was open. Inside, things were smashed, the lamp broken, the curtains torn, drawers emptied. On the dining table lay a single note, written in my father's handwriting. "You shouldn't have trusted her." My blood ran cold. Neighbors told me they had seen Carol the previous night, running barefoot outside, screaming something about a man in the shadows. They assumed she was drunk or having a breakdown. I checked every room, hoping for a clue, and that's when I found a medical report tucked in a drawer. It was my father's discharge paper. He had suffered mild memory loss after an accident but was otherwise stable. The date matched the week before Carol told me he was dead. Suddenly, everything made sense: the fake funeral, her rush to sell his things, her panic when I started asking questions. She must have tried to take control of his assets by pretending he'd died. But if my father really had come back that night, she must have realized her lies were over. I never found Carol after that. The police searched, but she was gone without a trace. The house was sealed for